Cutie Bros, we are back again with another video. As usual, I'm Freddie. What's going on, Freddie?
Doing good, man. What's good?
Good. And Thierry, what's up, Thierry?
I'm good. How are you, man? How are you?
Yeah, chilling. We are back again with another week, man. Another video, guys. As usual, like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you like what we're doing here, give us a little bit of support. And let's get cracking. We got 2 game weeks to talk about this week, actually. And I think there's only one place to start, and that is at the Emirates. Arsenal, after midweek victory in the North London derby, squander a 2-0 lead at home against Aston Villa yesterday, this past Saturday. And another opportunity just gone away, another point, other points dropped. Let me know what your thoughts are right now on the Arsenal. And it's been a rough week for Arsenal, actually. You know, getting out of the FA Cup by you guys, and 2-0 down against Newcastle in the Carabao Cup, and then it's been a rough week. That's without the new injuries as well. I mean, it's crazy. But let's just focus on this game now, and then we'll just kind of like work backwards a little bit.
Yeah. This game, I was watching. Of course, we had to watch the customary AFTV when there's a bad result. And to be fair, I feel like obviously it was a mixed bag. Some people are level-headed and some people are more emotional in their reactions. But I feel like you guys were being unlucky in this game. Obviously, you give up the 2 goals, and they scored them back to back pretty much. It was like bam, bam, I think
they scored in 8 minutes.
8 minutes,
right? Yeah, it was like bam, bam, and then they were they did have a couple more chances after that, but you guys were definitely back after the second goal in the ascendancy. But yeah, this was just, for me, it's just lapse of concentrations at the back costing you, because you guys played a good game. I thought you guys were the better team. They always had a threat. They're a good team as well, so they're always going to have some sort of threat. And they always did have that counter attack. They got a couple of chances, but you guys were the better team, and you scored. You took the lead, deservedly so. Even Kai Havertz getting a goal, but yeah, it's just two lapses of concentration, and then it's 2-2, and then you just can't get that goal, that last goal. And I think, we're gonna probably talk about it and continue to compare you guys with obviously the other team that's in the title race, Liverpool, and that's probably the only real difference between
the difference.
They find a way. They always find a jammy way. Somebody's gonna be the hero that day. If it's not Salah, it's Diaz, it's Gakpo, it's Jota. Against Nottingham Forest, Jota comes on, he hasn't played, he's been playing for 2 months, comes on and scores a goal. This time Nunez, where's Nunez been all season? And then he goes and he scores, and that's the only difference. Even games like this where they because it's similar. When I watch you guys, it's similar where you guys are usually the better team, and you guys are usually in the ascendancy, and but the other teams can get at you. There's always a little counter attack here and there. There's always the other teams have chances. It's not dominant you guys are bullying them. Both teams, Liverpool and you guys, and the other teams always have chances. They always have openings, and the difference is that when Liverpool gets sucker punch or something like that. Usually, not every time. They've had their we're going to talk about it too. They've had their difficulties as well. Usually, they find a way to get a second goal, or third goal, or whatever. Get a game winner. So that's the only difference. But this game, it was tough. It was nice for us, but it must have been tough for you guys, being dominating the game and not being able to get anything out of it.
Man, I would have loved to see you when Kai Havertz goal was Kai Havertz.
Oh yeah.
The deflection from Kai Havertz. I would have loved to see it when he was chopped off, man. I saw they lost their mind.
I'll watch in my garage, right? And I was just shouting. I was like, oh my God, oh, yes, come on. And then even my wife comes out and then she's like, oh, what's going on? Are you okay? I'm like,
Somebody died.
I'm like, get back in there. You don't know what's going on here. And then there's that, and then you realize that there's that little timeout where he has to go to VR, and that's when you're like, oh, okay. And I didn't, because nobody knew, right, what happened.
Yeah,
So everybody is just like, oh, what happened now? Because when there's a VR review, then there's something going on. So I'm just thinking, oh no, there's something that's happening. And the first thing I thought about, it was just offside. I'm just thinking, Havertz is in an offside position, and then the ball hits him, and it deflects in, and that's the first thing that came to my head. So, but when they came and then they say, end ball, like, I mean, I've seen it now, kind of. I'm still not convinced though. I can't, from the angles that maybe you've seen the better angle that I've seen, but from the angles that I see, it looks like he hits his head, and his hand is out there. I mean, it's not conclusive for me, but I mean, I understand why it's a handball, because if it's not conclusive, it can go either way, right? But yeah, Freddie, just go ahead before.
I'm starting there because I was like, oh man, Arsenal find a way to do it. That was that moment. I was like, oh wow, and it got chopped off. From what I saw, the angles I saw, honestly, he hit his hand and he deflected like quite a bit to where the keeper was wrong-footed because of it. The Aston Villa players that were next to him, they saw that as well. So they were able to call it out and stuff. So that was really unfortunate for you guys to get that chopped off. I think, as Thierry said, you guys did enough to win that game, honestly. And lapse of concentration, maybe a few questions there as well, as we were talking in the group, Is Arteta redundant in his approach, maybe, just in the way that he likes to fix problems? Maybe you can find other formulas for that. That's something we can definitely talk about. But again, having Partey at the right back kind of cost you a little bit today, especially today at least, just for I believe that was the second goal, when that cross came through and then, he didn't follow his man. So, I mean, what else can I add more than what Thierry said? It's the difference between you guys and Liverpool right now. Liverpool finds a way. I mean, they were drawing that game up until the last minute. Like the goal came last minute of the game, and the second one came into extra time. And that's what you guys need. You guys need a way, or actually, you need players that can come in and make the difference, like Liverpool has. Trossard was really good that game, though. That's positive. It was really good.
The last two games has been good.
Last two games, actually, the games that he started, which is not something that was associated with him. It was more like a super sub kind of thing. But to see that you can trust him now to start games, I think that can be a plus for you guys. But then you still have to worry about the other side of the pitch, especially Bukayo not being there. But man, I think all of this just puts a little dent on the race, Although we take our banter with Arsenal and everything, like, we do want a good race. We do want some competition out there. We do want things to get a little bit, exciting. But man, I don't see Arsenal pulling a string of wins, and that's the biggest issues, because that's what they're gonna need. They need at least like a good run, 5 to 10 games where they just go not just unbeaten, but they go and beat teams, And that's one of the hardest things right now in this league. There's no small teams. Everybody gonna give you a game. It's not by name anymore. It's the players, it's the managers, it's all the actors that make a team good. And Arsenal, as good as they are, there's just that next level they're not able to achieve yet. And I think that has to go down with the manager.
I mean, before even Jan brings it up, I think like you were saying, like, obviously this game they scored 2 goals, but like you were saying before, the difference as well about Liverpool finding a way is the personnel.
Yeah.
And we obviously keep it, it's the same, like, obviously kind of thing with Arsenal, was like they didn't do enough in the transfer window in the summer. And now it seems like they're still not doing much, which is like what I find to be even crazier, because, like, okay, you made your mistake in the summer. You were hoping Jesus comes back and he's gonna be good. You're hoping Kai Havertz is gonna do better this year. Like you're counting on certain things that didn't pan out, which is fine. Okay. But now, like, do something. And it's not even a case of like bringing like, because they're probably, oh, who can we bring? That's like you're probably not going to get
options.
Yeah, you're probably not gonna get like the target you want, like the whatever. It's like they're too expensive right now. But can you get a buddy? Like, can you get a buddy to come and do something? Like, can you? And it's not even just a striker anymore. Now, even a winger will be fine.
Yeah, a winger now.
Like, I saw Donya Madden went to Aston Villa. That would have been a great guy for Arsenal. Like, he's not gonna be a starter when Saka comes back, obviously. But he's a decent player. He's gonna be a squad player. He's gonna do what you need him to do. He's gonna come. He's fast, like the same profile as all your other wingers, apart from Trossard. But why are you not getting a player like that to come? There's still time in the window, but I just haven't seen anything from Arsenal in the window at all.
I thought I said they're fine. He said they're fine. I mean,
he said they're fine, which is like,
he has no choice but to change his tune because the pressure is mounting.
It is.
Yeah, I mean, on that, just to start with, I mean, the window is not shut. Yeah, there's still 10, 11 days to go. Yeah. So, I mean, we will know at the end of the window whether what you're saying, is actually can be applied or not, because we have to give them a chance. I mean, it is frustrating as an Arsenal fan right now not to have seen anything come in, because especially in terms of knowing what we needed since Saka was injured. He was injured 2 weeks before the window closed, so you must have had the plan since then. And right now, going into the last 10 days, last week of the transfer window, it looks like again we're gonna. What I don't want us to be in is in a situation like we were in the summer, where we're scrambling for a buddy, and then we end up with Raheem Sterling, and and I can see it. I can see it right now, and I've said it in the Arsenal group chat that I'm in with some of the Arsenal peers. That listen, we're gonna end up with Marcus Rashford, and that's gonna be a last minute thing. Because so don't get too excited about this window, because that's what it is. Because I have a feeling, and that's just my feeling, that Arteta has a target. He can't get it this window, so he's gonna try and want to wait till the summer. Right now, he has no choice, so he's come out to say, "Yeah, we need buddies." Now it's obvious, right? Because we have 2 men down, and the other 2 not performing. The ones that are on the pitch, So obviously we need buddies. So now he needs it. So. I hope I'm wrong with what I'm saying now, but it looks like it's going to be a last-minute scramble. Well, today I've heard that he is going back for Sesko. I mean, it's not that, just like you said, Thierry, it's not that there's no options out there. There's so many options out there right now. You just have to put the money in. Money that we've been told. We're not like United right now, where money. We've been told that there is money. We've been told that we are good with FFP and all that. So where's the money? But that's what I'm saying. The money, like Arteta can go and say, I want this player, but if the club doesn't give him the money, he's not getting that player. So yes, it may be Arteta, but it's also the club. Arteta in the summer, he wanted a striker, but they didn't give him the money for that striker. So but he had 2 positions that he needed to strengthen, and they strengthened the midfield, and they didn't give him the rest of the money for a decent striker. So that's why he didn't go for it, in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, just in terms of the window, that's what I can say. Really, I just the jury's still out. Just wait till the end of the window to see. I mean, I'm as frustrated as anybody right now to not have seen anybody, because somebody would have helped us in this last couple of games at least. Especially in the cup, for example, because like some of these players are gassed. I mean, we can talk about Havertz all we want. Havertz been playing all games basically. He's playing league cups. He's playing everywhere. I mean, the guy is. Like today, he was fantastic. Well, not today, yesterday. I thought today against Villa, it was fantastic. It was good. He did everything well. He was holding the ball up. His touch was good, and then he got his goal. And he played well. But he's playing every game because there's no personnel. In terms of the tactics that you're talking about, Freddie, and yes, we were talking about that in the group chat. What I was saying about Partey is we all know Partey is not a right back, right?
Mm-hmm.
The frustration with Arsenal fans, Partey at right back, isn't necessarily that Partey plays right back, because he's been playing fine. He's been playing okay. He's not right back, but he's been playing okay. He's been filling in okay there, you know. But the problem is when he plays right back,
Mm-hmm.
we miss him basically. We miss him in the middle.
Yeah.
That's where he's been his best. That's been his best position. And he's been playing fantastic this year in that in the middle. So when he plays right back, we're missing something. But in terms of yesterday, when Arteta looks back at his bench, there's nobody there, because you're telling me that okay, you could have put Kivior there. We know what Kivior is going to do. Kivior is at best our fourth centre back. So I'm saying, what do you want? Do you want a weaker centre back or a weaker right back? Which is more dangerous?
I mean, real quick, we don't know. We don't know if that was going to be better or not, and that was my point. I'm like, try something else. Try something else.
That's the thing. I know it's going to be. It was going to be worse, because you know why? Because you're playing Aston Villa, who, look at Watkins. He's giving trouble to Timber and Gabriel already. And we know we've seen Kivior play against like fast players. He panics every time. The last time he played, he had the air shot and the man was in. You know, because the man just put a little bit of pressure on him. Arteta doesn't trust him. He's like, if everyone is fit, he's like fifth, sixth choice centre back. Fifth or sixth. Because Tomiyasu is going to be in front of him. Ben White is going to be in front of him. Obviously, there's Timber, Calafiori. So he's behind all these players. So I'm thinking, because Partey has played well, and obviously yesterday wasn't the game for him. But I think he had a good game, but it just had lapse of concentration, especially in that second goal. I think he was trying to maybe step up for offside. I don't know what was going on in his head, and then it just lets Watkins go. But Watkins, that was a finish as well, though. I mean, he could have missed that. That wasn't an easy finish to be like, that was, and that's the thing about Aston Villa yesterday. And when you come out as an Arsenal fan, you come out of this game and you're like, what the hell just happened? We were cruising till about 10 minutes to go. The game was, we were battering there. We had everything under control. Yes, Aston Villa is always going to cause anybody problems, like in the counter attack. You cannot dominate a game 90 minutes.
100%, yeah.
Obviously, even when you play Southampton, they're going to have a chance at something. It's up to them. It's the quality now they have to finish that chance or not. You know, but they're still gonna have a chance. So I mean, I come out of this game thinking, wow, what happened? We were just chilled. But I mean, it happens. I think at the end of the day, just like you said, Terry, when you looked at the Arsenal fan TV, people, I didn't get the feeling that people came out of that game feeling like, it's all but apart from maybe Yardman or something, but it's all, people came out and they were like a little bit shocked because we played well. It's like this kind of performances we hadn't seen in a while, because it was a little bit more pragmatic lately.
Yeah,
the performance.
You still goes from open play.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and it's just. But the first goal was, Merino, just sleeping for a slip second, and then we know Ding when there's a fantastic cross of the ball, pinpoint cross.
He whipped it.
Merino doesn't follow his man for a split second, and the guy gets in front of him, and then he gets the header. And it was just these two moments, because apart from that, I don't remember Villa having any other chances of note.
There was a couple of chances,
but nothing concrete like that. I mean, of course, when on the break they looked a little bit dangerous from time to time, but I mean, we dominated that game. So we come out of that feeling a little bit dejected, obviously, because 2-0 up at home, and then you squander that lead. Obviously, it looks a little bit bad. But I don't think yesterday we could have done, Arteta could have done anything more in terms of personnel from what he had to work with. He looks back and Havertz is tired, Martinelli is tired. All he has on the bench is Sterling, because everyone is injured at the moment. Right now everyone is injured. If we had, I mean, I'm sure Saliba, everybody was shocked when he wasn't starting, and if Saliba starts, that problem is not, we don't have that problem. But he obviously is injured, so we have to we have to make something happen. And the best thing for me with Saliba out, you have to shore up that defense first. And Timber was the best candidate for it. And especially when you have Partey, who has played right back and he's been playing fine. I mean, to start with, that's what you do for me.
I mean, maybe going back to, I think what Freddie's point was, like, and you alluded to it. Yes, he's been playing fine at right back, but we've seen, at least from what I've seen, I haven't watched every game where he's played right back, but the games I've seen you guys play when he's at right back, you guys are obviously more open in midfield. And I think from what Freddie has showed in the start, I don't even know how many games it was, but he showed it was like 6 games and they had only won one game with him playing at right back. I didn't know what the stats was, but at least I knew like the 2 or 3 games I watched him and he was playing at right back. You guys didn't win. That doesn't mean it's his fault.
Yeah. But it means, as I was mentioning, just quickly, he offsets the balance. That's what I said. After everything I said, he offsets the balance, you know?
And I understand that. And I would agree with you. Like, there were some instances where White, for example, was on the bench and he played a Partey right back. Then everyone is like, obviously, everyone is like, why don't you play White there? Because White is your right back. Why is Partey doing right back? That I understand. But if there's nobody else to play there,
Calafiori was there. That's the thing.
No, Calafiori was there.
But what about Zinchenko?
He was the only guy that was. Yeah, the other ones are left backs, and Zinchenko is a left back, but he's not even playing well at left back. And gonna stick him a right back. I think the only other thing that he could have done is probably try MLS at right back. But again, he's never played there, so that would have been an experiment in the big game. And Arteta wouldn't have done that. So I'm thinking in these circumstances right now, when there's no one on the bench to do that, and you already have somebody who's done that before.
Yeah.
For me, there was if Calafiori was there, then yeah, of course, you put Calafiori center back, and then you put Timber right back. That was but Calafiori wasn't even there. There was no one. There was nobody else there. Nobody else. Yeah. So that was just my point.
Okay.
Got it. Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
so just all in all, what I'm saying is, like, there were some instances where White was on the bench and he still played Partey right back, and everyone was like, "What the hell are you doing? That's on you." But yesterday, I don't think you can put down the manager for it because he used what he had to play it. I think for me, I mean,
that's fair. That's fair. I mean, the thing is, it did have 2 natural defenders on the bench, you know. And as I said, it's not to say like, oh, you know, it's the biggest mistake in the world. It's just the fact that you've tried to put Partey at right back, you know, consecutively. Even last year it was doing that, and people were still mad about it. You're still doing it this year, and you see what it's costing you right now, you know. But hey,
no, I mean, Partey right back hasn't been the factor that we've lost some games. Partey's been playing well at right back. It's just not a right back, and we'd rather have him. So you see, with the Arsenal fan this is the problem, right? This is the Partey at right back thing. That's it, and you said it. It's exactly that. It's we want Partey in the middle, but it's not that Partey is shit at right back. Don't play in there.
Right. Nobody's saying that.
Yeah,
you're saying the system with him at right back is not working.
Yes,
doesn't mean it doesn't work.
I mean, we've won with him at right back as well. So.
Not that many games though. From what the stats at least says, at least this season as well. From what the stats says, you have not won many games with him there, and that's the problem. So why not try something?
I haven't seen those stats. I mean, the only stats I've seen is the one that you showed me.
Yeah,
that he played there 6 times, and
I saw that because I was watching AFTV. I was watching AFTV as I was watching the game, and that's the guy that said that. One of the guy on the AFTV said that. And I was like, wait, right? That cannot be true. I went back and I checked, and I was like, wow, it's a fact, you know. And that's something, you know, the manager must have an idea about, you know. But hey, it's not to put everything on Arteta.
I mean, I understand it, and you know, we're saying the same thing basically. Partey at right back is not ideal. I'm just talking about this last game. He had no choice for me because it was either Partey right back or keep your center back against Rodgers and Watkins. I mean, for me, I know what I'll do.
Right.
That was just what I was trying to get at. But I mean, in other cases, yes, you don't play Partey right back if you had a choice. That's just what it is. But yeah, And
where does that leave you guys then? I mean, that's what we ask every week. But
it leaves
the
us
same
where,
as last time, though. It doesn't change.
it leaves us where we were 2 weeks ago, and that was it. Because last week, midweek, Liverpool had a faux pas and we capitalized, and this week is the other way around, and that's why I think it was how many weeks ago that I've said that we're not gonna win the league because of that, not because Liverpool is the best team in the league, and Liverpool can get gotten at. I mean, and you've seen yesterday they were lucky. They were lucky again.
Stop pushing it. Stop pushing it.
Because the guy who scores the 2 goals. I mean, the guy at the end of the day, the half tempo 4 game.
To win the game, like
the half tempo 4 game, and there was nothing there. I mean, there was no creativity there for me. I mean, I didn't see that they were peppering the goals, and the guy that comes on and scores the goals, he should have been red carded. But he was still on the
red card.
He's still on the pitch, and then he scores the goals. So I mean, there's so many things that would have the performance for Liverpool. Yeah, he was. Yeah, Darwin Núñez should have been red carded.
He should have been red carded. He celebrated. He took his shirt off celebrating, and then he
went and the bad tackle
almost broke this man's ankle.
Almost broke the man's ankle.
Are you saying you should have got red carded for the tackle or
for the tackle?
The tackle itself should have been a red card anyway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but even when he scores, he should have been a red carded as well. But I mean, it just happens. I'm not gonna. I mean, if you already had a yellow flag from the tackle, So, I mean, it just happens. What I'm saying is they were lucky to get that result yesterday, because and you could see in the reaction of the players, you could see it when Darwin scores. They were relieved because they knew that they had game. They were huffing and puffing all game, and they didn't know where that goal was gonna come until Darwin comes on. So, I mean, I don't know what else you've seen, but I mean, we will get on to Liverpool in the next video. But I mean, that's what I've seen. I was looking at this game finishing 0-0 because I couldn't see them score until Darwin came on. But what I'm saying is, where does it leave us? It leaves us exactly where we were 2 weeks ago, and that's why I've said it's not because of Liverpool blitzing the whole league that they're going to win the league. It's because anybody else is not going to have that sustained consistency to catch them up. Because how many chances now has Arsenal gotten to catch them up, and they squandered it as well? It's like every time they have a faux pas, you do the same thing or worse, and that's not going to happen in games that you should probably win. And that's probably why they're gonna just stay ahead. But they're still gonna drop points from now to the end of the season, because right now I don't think they're convincing. Like defensively, they look as shocking as they've been last year. Like the solidity that they had this year at the beginning of the year is not there yet. Although I thought Konate had a brilliant game yesterday.
Yeah, he's back fully fit though.
Yeah. But I mean, we'll see where that goes. But I mean, and then offensively, when Salah is not producing like yesterday, it's peak. I mean, you know what's his name? Darwin is not gonna come on and do all that every week. So I mean, that was just
the thing is it comes back to what we said a little bit. They have the personnel. They have the personnel. So if it's not Darwin, it's gonna be Jota. If it's not Jota, it's gonna be Gakpo on a good day. It's gonna be Diaz on a good day.
No, so that's what we have. That's what we have to see, right? But I'm just saying, they're not going to be blitzing the league. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
It could happen. And that's why they have that on us, basically. But they're not going to be blitzing the team. But are we going to be there when these people don't turn up? Yeah. And are we going to be there to close the gap? And that's the problem.
That's true. That's the thing. That's the main thing. And, one more thing I was going to say is just on that topic is that not only the players, that they have an advantage, it's also the fact that, I also know as well, as I was saying earlier, they may not, and that's what we're saying right here, they may not be able to have like a 5-game run of wins, just 5, 5 wins in a row. And that's the problem. But what I wanted to say as well is you were a little bit worse off than the last time. And that's not just in the league, just in general, because now you're out of the FA Cup. The Carabao Cup looks a little peak, and right now you're playing the UCL and the league. So what's going to be Arteta's saving grace in between those two? Because
I mean,
if he doesn't win anything, is this still going to be here?
I mean, that's the same as last season. I feel like last season.
Yeah, I
as
mean,
well.
last season we were out
And even
of the League Cup real quick as well. I mean,
the season before too.
It's different now.
The League Cup this year, I don't think it's over. I mean, you're coming out of the game against Newcastle. They come to our gaff and beat us 2-0. After that game, I mean, it looks like it's over. But then you see Newcastle, getting spanked 4-1 at their own stadium.
That's
a different game, man. You know, it's gonna be a different game.
But that's Bournemouth, right?
It's gonna be a totally different game.
It's Bournemouth. So that's what I'm saying.
No, but
it
doesn't translate like that in football. It's not like
Bournemouth beat you guys, didn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, do you want to hear my point or what? What are you talking about? It's Bournemouth. Yes, it's Bournemouth. Yes, it's Bournemouth. That's why it's possible to go to their gap and go and spank them 3-4-0. That's what I'm saying. It's possible that we can go and do that. So it's not completely over. That's what I'm trying to say. You're saying it's Bournemouth like it's Real Madrid. Yeah, it's Bournemouth. Bournemouth did that to them. So as Arsenal, we can definitely go there and do that. So that's not completely over. In terms of the league, where you're saying what would be saving grace? Saving grace is gonna need to find a way to get a title from somewhere, wherever that's gonna be. He's gonna need to have a good window right now. I think he needs at least 2 players right now, 2 forwards, to at least appease the fans. But they're still gonna be mad because they're probably gonna say if we don't win anything at the end of the season, it's gonna be too late for probably they're gonna say that. And you still have the Champions League. Champions League is you basically through. You just need one more win. And I think the next game is I think Girona and some other team that you should get at least 1 win out of 2. So you're definitely through in that. And then after that, if you do good signings, the jury's still out because the defensively we look solid. I mean, not really recently, but we're not giving that many chances. It's just unfortunate that the little chance that we do allow goes in the back of the net right now. It seems like, and we just need that couple of forward players that's gonna come and do that, and then we'll see where it goes from there. In terms of where does he leave Arteta if it doesn't, I said it here. I've said this year he has to win something, but I don't think if he gets close to something, I don't think the club will fire them now. Whether they're right or wrong, that would be a different question.
I don't think they fire him. Period. Even if he doesn't get close to it.
Do you think
they gave him a big contract? I think it's because they want him to stay. So I don't think they fire him.
You think the pressure from the fans is not going to affect that? Because there's definitely.
I think they will try and milk it until the start of the season, and we'll see how it goes. Type stuff like we did with Ten Hag. I think that's what they will do. But you don't give him that big a contract and then sack him a few months later. Like
the pressure of the fans has already started. I think the fans started turning. This is where I've seen where fans turn.
Which I don't get.
There was two categories of fans. There was fans that were like, no, actually there was 3 categories of fans. That's not fans. The fans that never liked Arteta till this day, and they were still like, this guy was never gonna win nothing. The fans that didn't like him at first, but they're like, they're like, give him a chance, just like me. I didn't like him at first, but I'm like, give him a chance, and then now he's like converting me a little bit. But you kind of can lose these fans. And there's fans that were like, this guy is the guy. Look at where it's taking us. Look at where where we were and where we are right now. And they're just swearing by him, right?
Yeah.
The fans that were in between, fans like me, I've seen a lot of them turning now since that Newcastle game. Because that Newcastle game, when Newcastle comes and beat us 2-0 at our own place, especially in the cup where fans are desperate for a trophy, and that and in the performance and everything like that. I've seen a lot of fans now that were in between that were like, give him a chance. A lot of fans they're like, no, that's it for him. So it is definitely turning, and we don't want it to be toxic as it was at the end of the Wenger years, but it's definitely turning right now. But I still think he's got credit in the bank when it comes to the owners, at least.
Yeah, I don't think they sack him. I think whatever happens, they're keeping him. And I mean, where they are is where they've been for the last 3 seasons now. That this being the 3rd one. I feel like every time we look at the end of the January, Arsenal, they're out of 2 cups, and we're talking about mainly the league, really. Now UCL, I don't see them winning UCL. I think they. Even Carling Cup, like with that, I mean, we won Carling Cup, and we heard Arsenal fans here. So even Carling Cup, like, what does that do for them? I don't know. It seems like it's the worst trophy in the world. Like when you hear them talk. So,
I mean, the Carling Cup. I mean, the Carling Cup, you win it just like when you need the trouble or something. I mean, by itself, standing by itself, it doesn't have any weight. I mean, I think the prize money for it is what? I don't think it's 10 grand. I mean, I don't even think that is. So
it's not even 10 grand.
The prize money for it, it's just nothing.
I don't think the prize money is nothing. It's not the prize money that you win it for.
I mean, the FA Cup is 80 million, I think.
No, I mean, you don't understand what I'm saying. I'm saying in terms of value. I didn't say, of course, you win it for the cup. You don't win it for the prize money. I'm just, just showing the picture of it. It's just like it's not. But I mean, for me, it's. I mean, but if you get a Carling Cup and finish 15th, then
that's nothing. That's
it. But if you get a Carling Cup and then finish second, then it gives you a little bit. It doesn't give you much, but it gives you a little bit of leeway for me.
Yeah, in the context,
you have to come with something, basically. If you can't come by yourself.
In his second or third season, he had won a Carling Cup. I think the situation right now would be a lot different. But
if he had won a Carling Cup and still finished second, I think.
Because that's what I mean. Not just winning Carling Cup and doing nothing.
And you were finishing eighth.
We're talking about
still be in the same position right now.
You're talking about the same. You have your same seasons and you win a Carling Cup.
Yeah,
that's what we're talking about, and I think that would have helped him a lot. But now, I don't think he's gonna get sacked. I don't think he's gonna say sacked.
Not even sure, because I feel like he might be the best thing. Maybe Arteta is overachieving. Can we agree on that? He's overachieving with this team, isn't it?
In what terms? Why
I mean, it's his team at this point. He spent the money. He has his players.
I don't get why you say he's overachieving.
He's overachieving from his own standard, because what has he done before? It's not like,
I guess from that perspective, yeah.
It's not like he was a top manager and anything. He came with,
I mean, so you can. I mean, okay, if you want to go then
from that perspective,
it comes as a new manager, then he's overachieving. Then I can see what you're saying, but like overachieving would be maybe winning something at this point.
I mean,
it will tell you that he won 3 trophies, but I mean, whatever.
True, with the trophies, it would have added even more to it, for sure.
It would have helped. Anyway, well, see, I feel like they're in the same position as they usually are. And at the end of the day, it's a results business. So we'll see what it is at the end of the season.
Right.
Personally, I don't think they'll win anything, but it's not like for sure, they won't win anything. They're in the running, so we'll see.
True.
Yeah, well, I mean, right now we're still technically in three.
Yeah, in 3. Yeah, still
technically in 3 things. So, I know the League Cup is looking a bit peak right now. We're probably not gonna get through, but we might. And then if you go through, you might get Tottenham in the final. If you get Tottenham in the final, well, if you win at Tottenham, that gives you more credit on the League Cup. You know what I mean? That would be Champions League level, man. That's not kind of you know what I mean? So that could be that too. You know what I mean? But
that could be that too.
Yeah. So like I said, I consider the league and then Champions League. Champions League for me, I don't see us winning it as well. But I mean, I think we have more chance of winning that in the league at least.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So I mean, and Champions League is just a luck of the draw, you know.
Yeah.
Like if you go on the run and then you get a good draw, and then 2 massive teams play each other on the other side, that could work in your favor as well. Yeah. Like, so it's not just Champions League is not as cut and dry as a league when somebody has pulled away. I know Real Madrid makes a mockery of the Champions League, but I mean, I think it's fair game, and especially this year, this new format, you never know how it's gonna work.
You never know, yeah. At the beginning, I said I feel like you guys have more chance with the UCL than the league. I still stand by that, but again, as you said, it's gonna be about the draw, because if you find
it's all down to the signings. It's all down to the signings in the next few days, man. It's all down to what we get in, and ideally we would have wanted somebody right now because you need some
Yeah.
time to bed into the team. Because whoever you get now, I mean,
That's
how even within the league, when people transfer within the league, they need a little bit period of time to get going. So imagine if you get someone abroad and it's going to come in, different style, different people don't really think about that, but all of that counts. So when you see people that come and this guy is a good player. I mean, look at Mbappe when he went to Real Madrid at first, man. But now it's kind of like is finding his feet. So need a little period of time, and everybody's different. So